Two foreigners have been kidnapped in Kabul. Afghan police say the pair were academics. No group has claimed responsibility for this, and several foreigners, though, have been abducted recently in Afghanistan. Last week, the Taliban attacked a convoy of foreign tourists in the western city of Herat. Let's speak to Bilal Sarwary, who's live for us in Kabul. Bilal, let's start with this kidnapping. What more do we know about exactly what's happened?
Well, according to eyewitnesses and Afghan officials, kidnappers were wearing Afghan national security uniform, not clear whether they were wearing police or army uniform, and they had an armored vehicle. They also seem to have had a pickup truck, which would have been a truck very similar to those of the security forces. They stopped the vehicle in which these two Western nationals were traveling. They broke the windows and took two hostages at a gunpoint. We're being told that this is a criminal case, that this is yet another case of kidnapping for ransom. You have to remember that in most areas where Westerners live in Kabul, Afghan intelligence and security officials have already been asking Western nationals not to go to supermarkets, not to go out for a walk unless they have protection, which seems not a very practical solution. I think what everyone in Kabul really wants the Kabul police and the Afghan intelligence service to provide security, go after these kidnapping gangs and really crack down.
You say kidnapping gangs. How common is this kidnapping problem in Afghanistan?
It is on the rise. Both if you're a Westerner, you could really risk getting kidnapped because people believe that Westerners will pay millions of dollars, and unfortunately, ransom has been paid. Most recently, an aid worker was kidnapped, and she was released when, according to very reliable sources, under $1 million was paid in ransom. Another Australian citizen is kidnapped in the eastern city of Jalalabad now for months. We know a Chinese national has been kidnapped, and I'm sure there are cases that we don't know in the media. But there are a couple of problems. Number one, Kabul is a city washed with guns. You see a lot of guns. Just imagine if you're a family, if you're an ordinary person, or you're a Western aid worker, so many guns, rocket-propelled grenades, it has a very bad impact on your psyche. Authority and power is open to abuse. You really don't know who's driving in a black-tinted window vehicle, who has got a weapon. Why do so many people even have weapons? And then you really have to start asking, what does it mean for ordinary people? If you're an Afghan trader, you really can't move very freely because people see you as a golden ruse, you know. Afghan traders have been kidnapped. And in this case, where two academics have been kidnapped, these are people who are helping at the American University of Afghanistan, where a generation of young Afghans are being educated. So you can see all in all who loses. It's Afghanistan. And these Westerners who come here, they employ people, they rent homes. And unfortunately, recently with the security incidents, the threat of kidnappings, a lot of these Westerners are leaving, or most of them are simply depressed behind high walls, just going from home to work. So it's unfortunately a very depressing situation, both for Westerners and also for ordinary people here in Kabul.
No, indeed. Okay, many thanks for that. Bilal Sarwary there for us in Kabul.